In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on January 2nd, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Carolina Hurricanes versus Florida Panthers. A pair of teams from the Eastern Conference will square off in a highly anticipated matchup, both aiming for a crucial 2 points as they meet in the Sunshine State. The Carolina Hurricanes are hitting the road to face off against the Florida Panthers Thursday night. In their previous game on Tuesday, Carolina suffered a tough 4-3 loss in a shootout to the Columbus Blue Jackets while playing on the road. On the other hand, Florida managed a 5-3 victory against the New York Rangers on Monday night at home. In the last 10 encounters between these two teams, the Panthers have dominated, securing 7 wins to Carolina's 3, with the Panthers winning the last 2 meetings. This includes a dominant 6-0 victory at home in their most recent clash on November 30th, 2024. Both teams are currently positioned well in the playoff race if the season were to end today. However, the Hurricanes have struggled somewhat in recent games, posting a 2-3-1 record in their last 6 contests. Carolina's road record this season stands at 8-9-1, and they'll be hoping to turn things around and get back to their winning ways. Meanwhile, Florida had endured a tough stretch with 2 consecutive losses, including 2 games where they were shut out, before bouncing back with a victory over the Rangers on Monday. That win should give the Panthers some much-needed confidence, especially after they regained their offensive edge. Florida has had the upper hand against Carolina lately, winning the first 2 meetings this season in a home series in late November. When considering the Carolina Hurricanes and their potential for success, betting on them at plus money is always tempting, given their strong roster and undeniable talent. It's not often that you can find the Hurricanes priced this attractively. That said, the Panthers are starting to resemble the team that made them so successful in recent seasons, having won 5 of their last 7 games. Additionally, Florida has managed to win 7 of the last 9 matchups against the Hurricanes. The most recent contest between the teams took place in late November, and the Panthers delivered a dominant 6-0 victory. In fact, over the last 2 meetings, Florida has outscored Carolina by a margin of 12-3. The Panthers have also been consistently putting up strong offensive numbers, scoring 4 or more goals in 4 of their last 6 matchups with Carolina. Given these circumstances, I'm not inclined to bet against the Panthers in this particular scenario, so the Carolina Hurricanes money line is our full game side pick. In their 2 previous matchups this season, both games saw the total score exceed 5.5 goals, signaling that high-scoring affairs between these teams have become the norm. Both teams have been particularly effective with the man advantage, as Carolina ranks 5th in the NHL with a 25.6% power play success rate, while Florida is right behind them in 6th place with a 25.2% power play conversion rate thus far. Carolina enters this game riding a streak of 4 consecutive overs, which has largely been due to their defensive struggles. During this stretch, they've allowed 15 goals, including at least 4 goals in 3 of those 4 contests. Florida, despite being shut out 4 times in their last 10 games, has still managed to score a total of 25 goals in the other 6 games during that stretch. Historically, at least 6 goals have been scored in 4 of the last 6 encounters between these teams. Considering Carolina's recent defensive issues, it seems likely that this game will follow a similar trend, potentially ending with a scoreline similar to a 4-3 result. With that in mind, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Maple Leafs versus New York Islanders. The Toronto Maple Leafs are aiming for their 2nd consecutive victory as they face the New York Islanders in the 2nd game of their home series on Thursday night. This exciting matchup will take place at UBS Arena. In their previous meeting, the Maple Leafs emerged victorious with a 3-1 win over the Islanders, bringing the 3-game season series to a 1-1 tie. This upcoming game will serve as a crucial decider for both teams as they look to gain the upper hand in their rivalry. Over the past 10 games, New York has posted a solid 6-4-0 record against Toronto, but recent form suggests that the Maple Leafs hold the advantage. Toronto has been on a strong run, winning 4 out of their last 5 consecutive road games, while the Islanders have struggled, losing 3 of their last 5 at home. The Maple Leafs have been particularly strong on offense, outpacing their opponents in several areas, including scoring at least 5 goals in 3 consecutive road games. Their power play has been effective, converting over 20% of their opportunities. In contrast, the Islanders have struggled both defensively and on special teams. They rank as the worst penalty-killing team in the league and have been porous on defense, allowing 14 goals over their last 3 home games. Given this, it seems likely that the Islanders will have a difficult time containing Toronto's high-powered offense. On the offensive side, the Islanders have had their own issues. They have only managed to score 10 goals in their last 4 games, further highlighting their struggles in generating consistent offensive pressure. Their power play has been particularly ineffective, converting only 11% of their opportunities, which is among the worst in the league. Toronto, for their part, has been solid on special teams, ranking 11th in the NHL in penalty kills, and they've only allowed 8 goals in their last 3 road games. With both teams' current form and weaknesses in mind, it seems unlikely that the Islanders will be able to make a significant impact offensively in this matchup. The Maple Leafs should be able to shut them down and keep the game under control. Although Thursday's game might not be the most exciting on the schedule, the Islanders' continuing inconsistency makes it difficult to trust their performance, even when they are playing at home. They have shown a tendency to fluctuate from game to game, and their lack of offensive firepower and defensive lapses are cause for concern. The Maple Leafs, while also prone to some inconsistencies, tend to play better on the road. Given the current state of both teams, it seems that Toronto has the edge in this matchup and is well positioned to complete a sweep of the home and home series with a road win. As such, the Toronto Maple Leafs money line is our full game side pick. When it comes to their recent form, the Maple Leafs have won their last 3 road games, allowing just 8 goals across those contests. Their defense has been strong this season, allowing fewer than 3 goals per game, and their penalty kill is just outside the top 10 in the NHL, operating at a respectable 81.5%. Offensively, however, Toronto has been somewhat underwhelming, with an average of 3.11 goals per game, ranking 13th in the league. Their power play has also been subpar at 20.5%, placing them 19th in the NHL. With the injury to star player Austin Matthews, the team may face even more challenges generating scoring opportunities. Despite these offensive struggles, their defense and special teams should keep them competitive. The Islanders, on the other hand, have been dealing with even greater offensive struggles. They are averaging just 2.63 goals per game, which places them among the lowest scoring teams in the league. Their power play is the worst in the NHL, converting only 11.3% of their opportunities. Over the last 4 games, they've scored only 7 goals, one of which came against the Leafs, where they managed just a single goal. Defensively, the Islanders have also been problematic, allowing more than 3 goals per game and ranking dead last in penalty killing, with a dismal 63.9% success rate. The only thing keeping their penalty kill from being even worse is the fact that they commit the second fewest penalty minutes in the league, averaging just 5.7 per game. Given the current state of both teams, it seems unlikely that this game will see a high-scoring affair. Considering Toronto's apparent focus on defense this season, especially in light of Austin Matthews' injury and the Islanders' ongoing offensive struggles, it seems clear that the game is unlikely to hit the 7-goal mark. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Hockey Club versus Calgary Flames. The Utah Hockey Club and the Calgary Flames will square off on Thursday in an exciting NHL matchup at the Scotiabank Saddledome. This game is expected to showcase the talents of 2 teams with distinct recent performances, each aiming to make their mark as the season progresses. The Utah Hockey Club comes into this game with a 16-15-6 record for the season. Unfortunately, they are coming off a tough loss to the Edmonton Oilers, who triumphed with a 4-1 scoreline. Utah initially managed to tie the game 1-1 in the first period, but they were unable to sustain their momentum, giving up the final 3 goals to seal their defeat. In terms of statistics, the hockey club was outshot 38-27, struggled to win face-offs, managing only 45.7% success, and failed to convert on their 2 power play opportunities. Before this loss, the hockey club had suffered back-to-back defeats, losing 5-2 to the Kraken and 4-1 to the Avalanche. Utah has now dropped 5 consecutive games and has scored no more than 2 goals in each of their last 4 matchups. As it stands, the hockey club is is positioned 6th in the Central Division with a total of 38 points. On the other hand, the Calgary Flames entered this game with an 18-1-7 record. Their most recent victory came against the Vancouver Canucks, where they secured a 3-1 win. Despite Vancouver tying the game at 1-1 in the third period, Calgary regained control by scoring the last 2 goals of the match, ultimately clinching the victory. Prior to this win, the Flames suffered a 3-0 loss to the Vegas Golden Knights but had a strong performance against the San Jose Sharks, winning 3-1. The Flames have now won 3 of their last 4 games and are currently ranked 4th in the Pacific Division with 43 points, a solid position heading into this contest. Utah enters this game desperately trying to snap their 5-game losing streak, although they have posted a respectable 11-8-2 record on the road this season. Calgary, while not performing as strongly on the road, has been dominant at home, with a 13-4-3 record. Both teams struggle to generate high offensive output but are known for their solid defensive play. Utah has historically been a strong road team, but their scoring woes in recent games, combined with their overall form, make it difficult to back them in this matchup. Calgary, meanwhile, has been playing well, having won 3 straight games. Given their recent form and solid home performance, it's hard to overlook Calgary's advantages in this situation. Even though Utah has a slight edge in special teams, their overall play doesn't inspire confidence right now. The Calgary Flames' current strong performance, especially on home ice, makes them the more reliable pick here. As a result, the Calgary Flames money line is our full game side pick. In terms of team statistics, Calgary has been averaging 2.65 goals per game while allowing 2.97 goals per game. Their special teams are operating at 20.6% on the power play and 71.8% on the penalty kill this season. Meanwhile, Utah has scored 2.86 goals per game, with an identical 2.97 goals allowed per game. Their power play has been slightly more efficient than Calgary's at 22.1%, while their penalty kill sits at 80.9%. Considering these figures, the under on the projected total is our pick for the full game total. Both teams' scoring struggles and solid defensive records suggest a lower scoring affair is likely. Under on the projected total is our pick for the full game total. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.